When I envision our building that's going to go up here, I don't see just a building. I see people, young and old. I see families. I see all kinds of activities that will draw in the North Polk community. Right behind me, we built into our site plan 2 soccer fields, and we've leveled the ground for them so the community could use it for soccer practices and maybe soccer games. We have a high school-sized gym where we plan on having basketball leagues and volleyball clinics for young and old. We want to use the building for the community. I see people gathering together for men's Bible studies and women's Bible studies, maybe a moms and tots group. I see for the community, maybe teaching opportunities for the married people in our community, maybe finances. I see an oasis, a secure place where people who are hurting, whether it's physically, emotionally, or spiritually, can come and they can find a listening ear, a tender heart, and the gospel of hope in a lost and hurting culture. I see a place to call home, a place where young and old can surrender their lives to Christ. They can grow in their love for Christ, and they can serve our Lord in their giftedness. I see a place where young couples could get married. They could have children. They could dedicate their children to the Lord, and they could serve the Lord through the Lakeside family. Wow, God has really blessed Lakeside over these last 17 years. The North Polk community is growing, and it continues to grow. On Sundays and Wednesdays, this building is filled with people. Every room is used. And did you know we have over a dozen community groups and teams that use our building? And the foyer is just not big enough to meet all of the people for the fellowship, the conversations, getting a cup of coffee, not to mention the new families and the kids that we get to meet and welcome them to Lakeside Fellowship.
New families with new kids means our children's ministry continues to grow. From new babies in the nursery to almost 150 kids registered for Kids for Truth on Sunday night. And let's not forget our junior and senior high youth groups that keep growing. They fill this building twice a week. We've gotten good at strategizing and planning for our room use, but that's not going to be enough with a growing community. We need more rooms for more kids. It's a blessing to get to build relationships and share Christ with over 300 kids each week, but that doesn't leave a lot of room in this building for our adult ministries.
But at Lakeside, we find a way to make ministry happen. So our adults are meeting at the bank, at the park, at whatever room we can find in Polk City. And starting in January, we'll need 150 more adult seats every Wednesday night as we launch our new equipping ministry. We'll be offering classes in theology, Bible study techniques, Christian living, and for the first few months, we'll be meeting local daycare. And we can't say thank you enough to our partners that make that possible, but spreading our church family across the town, it's not a good long-term solution. So we're looking forward to the adult-sized classrooms we'll have in our new classroom annex that will allow our church family to all meet right here on this property. Let's take a look at what's inside. The addition's layout lets us keep the existing soccer field intact, preserving an important way for us to continue partnering with our community. The face of the new building features 2 sets of entry doors and a large glass exterior to create a new main entry for the church family. Inside, the new lobby offers twice the space available in our current foyer, creating room for people to gather and fellowship before and after worship services and other events. A storage room at the end of the hall gives us a place to store chairs for the auditorium and will eventually become an additional classroom. The large classroom on the main floor will become the new nursery as funds allow, and a new space for kids check-in kiosks will improve traffic flow throughout the building. The foyer's 2-story ceiling creates an open, welcoming space and admits plenty of natural light from the large front windows. The second floor includes more space for people to gather in conversation, and 4 large classrooms can seat 40 or more adults, creating the space we need for equipping classes on Wednesday nights and for events throughout the week.
A growing church in a growing community with growing needs. A God-honoring target, a faith-challenging goal. God has so blessed our commitment to build without borrowing. Won't you join us in this great adventure? Great things He has done,
Great things he is doing, and great things he will do.